Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. I am here today to start what I'm pretty sure is my fourth video in this little series that I'm doing, I guess, where a random number generator chooses what I read. Sometimes I use the random number generator to pick a book from an entire bookshelf. A lot of times I just use a random number generator to pick a book from a smaller stack of books that I need to read but just haven't yet. So today's video is going to be kind of fun and maybe, I don't know, kind of like more personal, because this semester in grad school I am taking a short story cycle course. So essentially throughout the semester I'm going to be writing three short stories that all have to interconnect in some way. And currently I'm leaning toward doing a young adult thriller. So today I am starting my research for this short story that I want to do and just trying to find some inspiration and pay attention more, I guess, to the techniques that a lot of young adult thrillers tend to adapt. I want to pay attention to POVs and pacing and things like that in several YA thriller novels to help me figure out the best way to get my idea for a young adult thriller into words that are good. So I purchased several thrillers for this thing. I purchased several thrillers for this class. It was just because I wanted to buy some books, and I haven't been buying as many recently, so I was like, you know, it's fine, this is for class, because I do plan to read all of these during the semester. That way I can just get a better understanding and a better, like, I don't know, knowledge of young adult thrillers on like the more technical side. Anyway, I bought some young adult thrillers. Some of these are also ones that I've had on my bookshelf already. I think, well, just one of them right here, but the rest of these I purchased for super cheap. Some of them are used books that are in really good condition. So yeah, I'm going to show y'all this stack right here really quickly, and then we're going to use a random number generator to pick which one I read first for this next installment of the random number generator reading vlogs that I do every once in a while. So I have 6 young adult thrillers in front of me, and here is what they are, maybe. So going from top to bottom, I have My Dearest Darkest by Kayla Cottingham. I have Let Lies You Never Told Me by Jennifer Donaldson. The New Girl by Jessie Q. Sutanto. 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. And Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets by Chelsea Ichoso. So these are the 6 books that I have. I'm going to do this reading vlog, probably just a 50% update and then a final update, because young adult thrillers tend to read pretty quickly because they are YA and none of them are like super long. So I don't know which one I want. I would be down with reading any of them. I need to read all of them at some point in the semester just so I can hopefully write my own young adult thriller. I have to write 3 short stories, but they all have to interconnect. So I'm thinking of writing a young adult thriller that's written from 3 POVs, but that you could also pull separately and read them by themselves, but like kind of a different outcome, or like a different outcome depending on which story you choose to read. If you choose to read them individually, but if you read them all together, then you just get like a fuller picture of the story, if that makes sense. So I have my phone right here. I've got 6 books. Okay, we'll see if y'all, oh, the light from my window is bright. Let me also turn this on. Why is this on nighttime mode? Here we go. Okay. 6. Okay. So, oh, I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see this. Okay, there we go. And generate. Oh, number 6. Okay, so the book that I got then is Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets. This is a young adult thriller, of course. about Piper Sullivan, who was in a strange hiking accident last month and has been in a coma ever since. Her older sister Savannah can't pretend to be optimistic about it. Things look bad. Piper will likely never wake up, and Savannah will never get any answers about what exactly happened. But when Savannah finds a note in Piper's locker inviting Piper to a meeting of their school's wilderness club at the very place and on the very day she fell. But then Savannah finds a note, okay, which means there was a chance that Piper wasn't alone. Someone might have seen something. Worse, someone might have done something. But who would have wanted to hurt the perfect Piper Sullivan, and why? To discover the truth, Savannah joins the club on their weekend-long camping trip on the same mountain where her sister fell. But she'd better be careful. Everyone in the club is a suspect, and everyone seems to be keeping secrets about that tragic day. And Savannah, she's been keeping secrets too. So this sounds fun. I've never heard of this book before. I've never heard of this author, but I was scrolling through Amazon when I was looking for some YA thrillers, and I was getting some recommendations from people, and this one popped up, and I was like, I'll check it out. So this is a very short book. It's 313 pages, so I'll just do a 50% update when I get to about page 150, and then we'll do a final update when I finish the book. But I am going to be annotating and tabbing and putting sticky notes throughout this book. I really want to pay attention to, to how like YA thrillers are written. I normally just read for enjoyment, but I feel like I need to take a more critical look at books for this class because I really want to write my own story very well, and I want to potentially publish it someday, maybe, if I end up loving it or like being okay enough with my work that I would like to like pursue that sometime, whatever. So yes, I'll update y'all with this one when I get to the halfway mark. I'll share more details about the synopsis if I can without spoiling anything. I'll share my thoughts and what I'm noticing just on like the more technical side, and yeah, we'll chat later.
Hold me tight, 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 tight. All the darkest secrets I have violently thrown at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, overboard and take the weight off my shoulders. I'm begging. Sunday morning, guess I'm sunk to my knees on my own words of solace. Quicksand. Loads of friends right now, I see no one. They plead innocent, caught red-handed. Draw the curtains, balloons are deflated. No mercy, yeah. That's a crying for help me. Guess I cast a spell on myself, so sadly. If those haunts me every single night, from afar they turn to shooting stars. Hold me tight, 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 tight. All the darkest secrets I have violently thrown at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. Gotta keep, but I can't set myself free. Nemesis versus me, there's so many. Honestly,
Hey y'all, I'm here with my 50% update for Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets. I did end up grabbing the audiobook for it. I'm not listening to it as quickly as I tend to listen to my audiobooks, as I am trying to take this one a little bit slower just to kind of pick up on little technical details here and there from my own writing. But this is such an easy read, and I made it through the first 150 pages in 3 days, reading about 50 pages a day. So, not complaining about that. I do have some tabs in this book, yes, I do have some tabs in here. I also have a little sticky notes in the front of the book with a couple of notes that pertain to writing. So, for example, they're not super deep comments, but like this book uses first person POV, we have present tense verbs, and then there are little lines / hints about the secret scattered throughout the book. So although we don't know the whole picture, a lot of these tabs here are marking moments when the author throws in a random line. It's not random, but like throws in a hint about the secret or like what happened that is leading these characters to this moment without giving away any plot twists or things like that. So this book is about Savannah, whose sister Piper has been in a coma for about a month now. She was found at the bottom of a cliff that is known around their town as Suicide Point. The police think that she tried to commit suicide. I think her parents like don't believe that could be possible, but they're not doing anything about it. They believe that it was just a random accident, that she didn't mean to fall off the cliff. But Savannah believes that somebody was after her sister, especially after she finds one note and then a couple of like threatening, I guess a couple other threatening notes on Piper's camping club backpack and outside of their tent on the camping trip that she's on right now, things like that. So Savannah is trying to figure out who hurt her sister, who tried to kill her potentially, and so she's on a camping trip right now with Piper's, she was in a survival club at school when she was pushed off the cliff or fell off the cliff or whatever. And so Savannah's on this trip trying to get answers about what happened to her sister because she believes that somebody on the trip knows the truth and is just not willing to share their involvement in Piper's fall. So that's what this one is about. We've got a fun little crew of characters. I'm not quite sure like what the big reveal is going to be. I haven't made any guesses yet. I don't understand how, I don't see currently how somebody could have hated Piper enough to want to push her off a cliff. So I'll be curious to see if this ends up being attempted murder or like an accident where Piper fell off the cliff and didn't end up dying but did get put into a coma and probably will not wake up from it. I will also be curious to see if Piper wakes up from the coma because right now the doctors are not hopeful. They wanted to pull her off life support or her ventilator or whatever the term is that they used in this book. So I'm very curious to see what happens in the second half of the book. We will eventually get some chapters, like very short chapters from Piper's POV, I believe. Like this says Piper fall 1 year ago. So I don't know what to expect with the rest of this book, but I do plan to finish it up definitely in the next couple of days, and I'll update y'all hopefully this weekend. It's Wednesday right now. I do think I'll be able to finish this some point over the weekend, and then I'll do my final update for this book. So far it's pretty good. It's not my favorite thriller probably, but I'm definitely enjoying it and I'm curious to find out more. There haven't been any like huge plot twists yet. I haven't been super annoyed at any of the characters, which is always very nice. And I'm just, along for the ride right now, trying to take notes of some of the little things from my writing. I have started my short story cycle that I'll be doing for my creative writing class this semester, and I'm excited to keep reading this young adult thriller and then other ones throughout the next couple of months so that I can get some inspiration and just ideas about how to write young adult well. So that is all that I have to say about this book at the moment, but I'll update y'all again when I finish the book and we can chat and I'll share my final rating and any other random thoughts that I have about this book. So I'll talk to you later.
No way of winning, yeah, that's a crying for help me. Guess I cast a spell on myself, so sadly. Faith goes haunts me every single night. From afar they turn to shooting stars. Hold me tight, 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 tight. Oh, the darkest secret I have finally thrown.
I feel like I have been so productive the last couple of days. So I have already finished Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets. I'm pretty sure my last update was 2 days ago. It is now Friday and I finished the book last night. Yeah, I finished it last night. Great, way sooner than I expected to. I love being productive and finishing all my tasks before I had planned to finish them. So this one is done. Big check mark on that. I did end up giving this book 4 stars just based on my enjoyment of the book, as I tend to rate the books that I read for fun. I don't normally rate books that I read for class. So we're reading like 4 books this semester and I might mark them on my Goodreads, but I won't actually rate them. Even though this one is kind of for class, it's still a young adult thriller. It's something that I would normally pick up just in general, and so I went ahead and rated it. I had a really good time with it. The person responsible in the plot twist was not somebody who was totally out of the blue, which was really nice, but it was somebody that I still hadn't expected, who was in the book quite a bit. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I don't know why that person never popped into my head while I was reading it and making all these tabs about things that were going on, but I didn't think about it. So that was very fun. This was, first and foremost, a very quick read. And I really, really like it when a book is engaging enough, which this one was, for me to want to get through even faster than it already is. The audiobook for this one isn't super long. I think I probably listened to it in about 3.5 hours, if not 4 hours, but no more than that, I don't think. And I never wanted to put it down necessarily when I accomplished my page count for the day or I had to do something else or whatever. I was always very much interested in what was going on. I knew that there were people who were keeping secrets, and I really appreciate that in thrillers when they just want to make me keep reading because I need to know the answer to everything that is going on. So 4 out of 5 stars to Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets. Had a really good time with it and definitely want to pick up the author's other book, which is called Little Creeping Things. Just the cover looks so creepy. That's like a glass doll and I love it. I always hit myself with my books. My library doesn't have a physical copy of the author's other book, so I'm trying not to buy it, but I might borrow it on Libby or maybe request that they purchase a copy of it because I kind of want to read it physically. Yeah, I don't know why, but I kind of want to read it physically. So finish this book, 4 out of 5 stars. Here are my tabs for it. These were mostly tabs about pacing and when to insert little hints or secrets that haven't yet come to light but are going to eventually. So this book was very helpful and informative in terms of pacing a thriller, pacing a young adult story in general, or just a story in general. I think that this helped me a lot, at least I'm hoping it did, as I have continued, or as I have started and continue to write my short story for my class. I'm 11 pages into it. We can have a maximum of 30, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at 30 pages by the time I'm done with it. So I really took note of that in this book, the pacing and when to drop little hints without giving away too much to keep readers on their toes and when to keep going. Also give away some not tricking, I guess, tricking your readers into thinking that something is going on when it's something else that's happening, or somebody's behind this when really it's somebody else, you know. So I really took note of that in this book, and I'm excited to put those general ideas into my own writing as I keep working on my young adult thriller. So excited to have read this one. I don't know if I would have read it otherwise if I wasn't looking for young adult thrillers to read for my class. I'm pretty sure that for this class, for my own research, I picked up, for the most part, pretty underrated thrillers, so I'm glad that I decided to look up some different ones that I haven't heard of before and read them, and this one was so much fun. I'm excited to read the other thrillers that I got for my class to do research. Here are 3 of them just sitting right here. I'm going to hopefully read a couple of them this month, and we can get some more writing done, get some more or better understanding of how to write a young adult thriller that is good quality and could potentially turn into a novel or get published somewhere. I don't know. It'd be really cool, but that's just a dream that I have currently. So that is all that I have for this random number generator vlog. This is part 4 to this series that I'm doing. Every couple of months I have a new installment come out, and I'm sure I'll be doing another one in the next couple of weeks or months, so keep an eye out for that. I'll have all my other videos in this series in the description down below or tagged above throughout this video. Either one. I will have trigger warnings for this book down below. We do have coma, violence, drugs, drug dealing, lying, manipulation, things like that. So I'll have a full list down below for whatever I've missed. And yeah, that's all that I have for this reading vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. Really love this book, would recommend it. It's a very underrated thriller, I think. Doesn't have super great ratings, but I really enjoyed it and would recommend other people check it out as well. So that is actually all that I have for this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.